Racist jokes. Q. What do you call a black priest? A. Holy shit. Disgusting jokes. Q. What's the ultimate rejection? A. When you're masturbating and your hand falls asleep. Cop jokes. 2 police officers stopped a guy for speeding on the Province Highway in Mississauga, Ontario. As they were writing up the ticket, one officer turned to the other and said, "How do you spell Mississauga?" The other one replied, "I don't know." So the first one said, "Well, what are we going to do? If we spell it wrong, it will get dismissed." The second officer said, "Why don't we just let him go and stop him again when he gets to Toronto?" Blonde jokes. Why don't blondes like making Kool-Aid? Because they can't fit 8 cups of water in the little packet. Blonde jokes. Mary Lou, the blonde, was out playing in the garden one day with 3 boys. They ran around in the garden and played tag. She later climbed the tree that was in her garden. Her mother yelled out, "Mary Lou, get down out of the tree. The boys are going to see your panties." She laughed and she laughed. She knew she wasn't wearing any panties. Jokes about life. When Einstein died and arrived at the gates of heaven, St. Peter would na Euro trademark to let him in until he proved his identity. Einstein scribbled out a couple of his equations, and was admitted into paradise. And when Picasso died, St. Peter asked, "A Euro, how do I know you are Euro trademark re Picasso?" A Euro. Picasso sketched out a couple of his masterpieces. St. Peter was convinced and let him in. When George W. Bush died, he went to heaven and met the man at the gates. "A Euro, how can you prove to me you are Euro trademark re George W. Bush?" "A Euro," St. Peter said. Bush replied, "A Euro, well heck, I don't a Euro trademark to know a Euro street." Peter says, "A Euro, well, Albert Einstein showed me his equations and Picasso drew his famous pictures. What can you do to prove you are Euro trademark re George W. Bush?" "A Euro," Bush replies, "A Euro, who are Albert Einstein and Picasso a Euro street?" Peter says, "A Euro, it must be you, George, see a Euro trademark mun on in a Euro." Blonde jokes. A pretty young blonde visiting her new doctor for the first time found herself alone in a small waiting room. She began undressing nervously, preparing herself for the upcoming examination. Just as she draped the last of her garments over the back of a chair, a light rap sounded on the door and a young doctor strode in. Coming to an abrupt halt, the doctor looked his nude patient up and down carefully and with considerable appreciation. "Miss Smith," he said finally, "it seems quite obvious to me that until today you have never undergone an eye examination." Disgusting jokes. Did you hear about the man who took Viagra and a laxative at the same time? He didn't know if he was coming or going. Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris can build a house from the roof down. Chuck Norris jokes. The true reason why the Nazis lost the war was because they stopped trying after they found out Chuck Norris had a summer home in Russia.